A Gift of the Givers chair and founder, Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman, will this morning lead a humanitarian intervention to the Jagersfontein disaster site.
Yeah, the organisation is set to deliver emergency aid relief, including food, medicine and clothing items to the affected families there. Now, government has appealed to residents left homeless not to return to the damaged homes until proper assessments have been conducted. Let's get you an update from the scene now. Newzroom Afrika's Mohlaoli is in Bloemfontein for us and joins us live. Tumaole, once again, it's Gift of the Givers to the rescue.
Once again, Gift of the Givers to the rescue, Michelle, and I can tell you that there are 2 truckloads of emergency relief that are set to head from Bloemfontein towards Jagersfontein, the affected area, and these would include, of course, key items, as mentioned, which include foodstuffs, as well as other necessities that the people will need. And Gift of the Givers is saying that this is a necessary intervention to ensure that it assists in terms of government's own plans to try and assist those residents. Of course, we heard from Premier of the Free State, Tumaole, just yesterday, calling on the private sector as well as, of course, aid organizations to assist where they can, saying that all hands on deck would assist. So I'm joined now by, of course, Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman. Dr. Sooliman, in terms of the aid here, you've got 2 truckloads. Can you describe for us what you are taking there and in terms of the quantities?
Good morning. These trucks are part of our bigger convoy. There's been 2 other trucks. One is going to pick up more water. So overall, from Sunday to now, the priority was distribution of water. As you know, the electricity was shut down in the town. The water pumps are not working, and there's not a drop of water to drink in the entire town. And the water has to be made available to those whose homes have been affected and those whose homes have not been affected, because there's just no water. So the priority at that time, and still is, water. Our trucks are picking up more water right now from a wholesaler in Bloemfontein. In addition to that, people were cold. The first 2 nights was 5 degrees and 8 degrees. So blankets and mattresses were given to people who've lost their homes. And then bulk food was given for people where they were staying, in shelters to cook. And the other thing happened, quite a few people didn't leave their homes. Even though it was damaged, they wanted to stay in their homes. So we had to then distribute food parcels and aid. No mattresses and no blankets there, but just food parcels to those homes, because the fridges all are not working anymore. The electricity is shut off and the food has got spoiled. So we have to go door to door in Tumaole and Charlesville. Whilst doing that, the calls came that the farmers have lost a lot of sheep. And the sheep that survived, those that drank the sludge, died. And the other ones that were infected. So the lambs needed special milk because the ewes died. And so there's no mother to feed the lamb. So we organized special milk for the lambs and antibiotics, which was delivered yesterday. Today we're expecting truckloads of fodder for the sheep that are still alive. And then the hospital called us. They said, look, the diabetic medication, insulin, and a lot of medication in the fridges can't survive because there's no electricity. Can we please give them a generator? So we're looking into a generator for the hospital. Then whilst we were there at night, we realized that because there's no electricity, people are making fires outside the houses, and there's no candlelight. So we're looking at candles. They don't even have matches. People don't have money. So we've ordered candles and matches, and I know primers is dangerous, but under the circumstances, there is no alternative. So we're looking at providing primers and paraffin. That's what they've requested. They said, look, they know how to use it. And they also need pots, because the normal cooking pots are getting burnt. The hole is going through, the fire is going through the pot. So we're going to look at pots for them. So these are the type of interventions. And one more thing is, the farms in the first line in Charlesville, they have got the most affected. Their sheep died, their fodder is gone, their fences broke, their animals ran away, and they have no water. So they're asking us to put in tanks, water tanks, and we bring those water tanks. So the farmers who do have water will then deliver water to the farmers that don't have water.
Very quickly, Dr. Sooliman, in terms of the distribution points, how are you going to manage that? And those who want to give a helping hand, how do they do that, and where do they get in touch?
The second part is easier. Call 0800 786 911. We'll tell you what to do. In terms of the distribution, wherever people are in facilities, we're supplying them directly in the halls and in the churches, and also going door to door. We've already done it in Tumaole and in Charlesville. Today we'll be doing distribution in the hotels in Bloemfontein, especially hygiene packs. But what we're not sure of, they're saying that people will be here till Friday. What happens after Friday, we don't know. So we can't give them mattresses and blankets in the hotel, obviously, but we'll wait till Friday to see if they're going to be moved to some kind of wall, and then they will get the stuff that the other people got. So it's uncertain because we have to wait for somebody to make the decision. We don't know.
All right. Dr. Sooliman, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much. That was, of course, Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman of the Gift of the Givers Foundation, giving us an overview of the intervention that is going to happen at Ground Zero and other locations where people have been moved to. Quite an extensive intervention, which also includes the farmers. So we will continue to bring you that story as and when it happens. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
Yeah, just multi-pronged, the kind of challenges now being faced by that community there in Jagersfontein. Tumaole, Mohlaoli, and Gift of the Givers founder, Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman. Thanks very much indeed.